Hello everyone and welcome back to Coloring with Haley. I said that I was going to build a gingerbread house on the channel, and I finally have the gingerbread house. I bought this Create a Treat gingerbread house kit with Haribo. The store had several different ones. I think they had Hershey's, they had Twizzlers, they had Oreos, but I wanted to do the gummy bear one. I have already cut it open, but I haven't actually gotten anything out of the package. I just wanted to make sure I didn't struggle to open it on camera. And there are instructions on the back for us to follow. So we're gonna go ahead and just pull everything out. I have never made a gingerbread house before, so we're gonna see how this goes. This might go bad or it might go really good. I'm gonna set the box up just kind of out of camera so I can read the instructions. Okay, the first thing it wants us to do is remove the icing and knead it to bring it to room temperature for 1 to 2 minutes. So we're going to do that. This is supposed to be an easy kit. I bought this at Five Below in the United States, and they had different levels on different shelves. This is supposed to be a level 2 kit. I couldn't find any level 1 kits. So, and I think it was out of 5. So this is supposed to be pretty simple, but we'll find out if it is actually that easy to build or not. Alright, I think if icing doesn't flow, it says we can microwave it or put it in warm water. It says do not microwave, put it in warm water. Okay. I think that it is good enough. Let's set it aside for a minute and get everything else out. So there's 2 packages of gummy bears in here to decorate with. There's also these little snowflake pieces. And then here is the house. Alright. So let's get this out. I have never eaten gingerbread either. Like, I've never made gingerbread cookies and eaten them. So, they smell good. They kind of smell like a graham cracker. Alright, I was having trouble getting that package open, so there's the sides of our house, and these are our 2 roof pieces, and I think that this is the bottom. Alright. Okay, so I'm going to need scissors, and I don't think that I have any of, wait, nope, I do have scissors up here. Okay, never mind. Alright. I think this is, it feels more liquidy than it was earlier, so I think it's ready. So, what do? We remove the cap and snip the tip from the end. Okay, well, the cap doesn't want to come off. Alright. I don't know if it just is going to twist all the way off. It feels like I need to pull it, but it doesn't want to pull off. I don't know if it's coming off at all just by twisting it or not. Hang on, I'll be back. I've got to figure out how to open this package. Okay, I got it open, and the cap went flying across the other side of the room. I just needed more force. Okay, so now we're going to cut it open at the tip so that it'll flow. Alright, and I don't know where that little piece went. Oh, here it is. Alright, so we need to lay out the house pieces on the table. And flip them over to the rough side. pipe a rectangle of icing on the base, which is this one. We don't do it on the reverse side of the base, we do it on the regular side of the base. And then pipe it along the edges of the house. Okay. Let's get this flowing. We may need to cut a bigger hole. The hole I've got is really little. I think I'm gonna have to cut a bigger hole in it because it doesn't want to come out of that one. There we go. That's better. Alright. So. Let me get this all at the top so that it'll flow out. Like I said, I've never done this before, so this may go really well, and it may not. Okay, well I thought our icing was warm enough, but it might not be. This is having a lot of hiccups, isn't it? Let me put it in some hot water and see what happens. I'm gonna be back again. Probably should have read the directions before I started filming this, but I didn't, so oops. Okay, so I have put the icing in the warm water for a little bit. I'm worried about making it too runny, but we'll see if it works now. And maybe I made it too runny. Okay. There we go. It definitely needed to set in the water. And I'm not great at piping things, by the way. I have attempted to decorate like cupcakes and stuff before. It just doesn't go well. Alright, so it's kind of coming out better. It's a little hard to get enough pressure on this bag to get the icing to pipe out right, in my opinion. There we go. I hope this comes together good. If it doesn't, then it'll be a funny memory, but here, let's put it like that. There we go. That's better. But I would like it if it came out good, because I can use it as Christmas decorations. Maybe I should have bought a pre-built house that we could just decorate on the channel. I didn't see any of those, though. Man, I got this icing pretty thin, but it still does not want to come out of here. It kind of all gets globbed at the top and doesn't want to go down the tube for where the icing is supposed to go. Like, I can feel the tube here where the icing needs to lead into it, and it doesn't want to go that way. Now, why not? I left this in the water longer than it said, so I really thought that it would be melted enough. Maybe I just don't have it cut well enough. Also, just tasted the icing, it's okay. Let's see if I can get it to cut a little more. Maybe the problem is the tip isn't big enough. Okay, that helped some. I think the tip is just not big enough. Gosh. I'm going to knead it a little more because I can feel it like hardening up a little bit. Well, this is not going as good as I thought it would. I've got the tip pretty big. I don't want to make it too big. There we go, that's better. It didn't give me any tools to like smooth out the icing with. Just this to pipe it. So I don't really have anything to smooth it out after I get this laid down. And I don't know if I should have something like that. I don't know if I should go get a spatula from the kitchen because I have some spatulas. I like to bake. Just never made gingerbread houses before. So I have some spatulas that I could use to smooth this out if we need. This video is going to be long, I have a feeling, because this is a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. Oh my gosh. No wonder I don't know anyone who's ever... Oh. That's better. You can see my hand shaking from how much force I have to put behind it, though. No wonder I don't know anyone who's ever made a gingerbread house. Okay. There we go. We got that done. I'm going to set that aside so that I don't set my hand in it. Okay, now it wants us to do the side pieces of this. So just a thick layer of icing on the side, it says. Okay. Like here. And here. And like here, and then over here. I'm gonna put a little more on this side here to make it a little thicker. Okay, there we go. So now we are going to try to stand up the house. We insert the back panel of the icing onto the base and then press one of these little side walls up against it, I think. Well, these are tiny, aren't they? We go that way, maybe? You know what, I'm not really sure which way the house is supposed to face. And in the picture, it's not super clear. The side walls, I'm looking at this picture here. The side walls are not that long. So I wonder... Okay, let me look at this for a second. If it goes like this and that, I think that's how it's gonna go. Okay. So we're supposed to hold it here for a couple of minutes to get it to stick. Okay. It's pretty good. It's sticking pretty well, I think. And then we do the other side piece, which the icing needs to be moved over some, so we're just gonna scrape it over there a little bit. And, oh, that one's falling. Okay. Oh no, it's falling. Let me get my hands around it and get it like stuck really good. There we go. Okay, there we go. I am going to pipe some extra icing at the corners here to like make it stick a little better. I'm gonna use my fingers to like put it in the corner there. Okay. Oh no. Okay. There. Not too bad. Our problem is this wall here doesn't want to stay on the house. I've got all the glue there, you can see, coming out the corners, but it doesn't want to stay up. Maybe I need to quickly get the roof on and that'll help it hold together, I don't know. It also doesn't quite fit together super evenly. There's like gaps where I can see the light shining through. And I don't know what that's about. I don't know if my cookies are a little warped or what. Okay. We are going to attempt to put on the roof. This part, we gotta pipe the icing up and down here. And we're going to be very careful so our house doesn't fall down. You know what, if this doesn't go well, I may buy a second one and we'll see if any other kit is easier to build. Maybe I will become a gingerbread kit review channel. They had a cute one with Santa's sleigh and reindeer, but the reindeer cookies looked pretty difficult to assemble. Okay, let's just kind of carefully turn this around. Yeah, you can see there the cookie is like not quite attached to the house. I'll try to fill that in with icing, I think. Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna shoot some icing down in there, see if that helps. Oh, there it went. Okay, there we go. Okay, so now we're gonna put the roof pieces on. Keep licking the icing. Oh, keep licking the icing off my fingers. Let me put a little bit more on the sides here. See if that'll hold it better. Okay, there we go. There we go. I feel like that's better. This end here is holding up really good. It's just the other end is not. I'm gonna put it this way. Okay. And it said to kind of hold it here for a minute or two, so I'm just gonna, I don't want to put too much pressure on it. So I'm just gonna set it here for a second. Have you ever built a gingerbread house and did it go as poorly as this one is? Maybe it went a lot better. This one is also pretty small. I wasn't sure how big it was going to be. It's kind of a big box. It's about the size of a normal like Jade Summer coloring book, so I thought the house would be a little bigger. but it's not. Okay, I think that's alright. Well, it's a little crooked, but, you know, what can you do? Okay. Oh, I see it sliding. I put the other one on the same way. Okay. And it wants us to pipe icing in the middle to connect them all, so I can do that. I'm gonna hold it here for a couple minutes. Hopefully it will hold up. We might put some gummy bears there in the middle. It does show there, it does show that there is a line like this in the picture on the instructions, and it shows them piping over it. We might put some of the gummy bears up there or something too. Okay. So here's what it looks like so far. Not so bad for my first time, I think. Alright, now we're going to pipe that line over the roof. I don't know how this is going to hold. It's kind of a big hole. I guess if we just fill it in, that it'll hold, right? No, see, it doesn't want to hold. Okay. Here, let's get out the gummy bears. And yeah, okay. So we're gonna glue them up there to cover that up, because that hole is a little bigger than I think it's supposed to be. Okay, so we're just gonna put a little bit of icing on the bottom of this gummy bear. Just stick it right in there. Okay, there we go. We have a lot of red gummy bears, so we're gonna use those. I really like Haribo, or Haribo, however you pronounce it. I really like their gummy bears. My bear there doesn't want to stand up. Okay. I think that they taste really good. This bear is falling. Here, let's put some more glue between them. Maybe if we glue them together, then they will hold up. And the one at the front's going to. Okay. So let's glue those two bears together. Okay. There we go. I think that's better. I'm going to turn it around so I can see the back of this bear to glue the other bear to it. Alright. So we've got the icing on this bear now, and we're going to put him right there. Hold that together for a second. Okay. Now these ones want to fall. Alright. I was going to do, I've got 3 yellow ones here. I was going to put them in the middle. You guys are probably yelling on the other side of the computer about how I am doing this wrong, but I am trying my best. Okay, let's glue this one here. Alright. Put a little bit of icing down here for him. There we go. That's better. Oh no. We lost a bear. Okay. Alright, let's move the gummy bears for a second. And see if we can patch up the roof. Because I lost some bears in there. The roof isn't long enough to cover the whole side like that. You can see down in there. But it's not long enough. I don't know if my pieces are a little bit short or what. Okay, I piped some more icing onto this piece of the roof. We're gonna hold it together again. See what happens. I got my gummy bears over here covered in icing that we're gonna try to put back on the roof. Okay, this one has the biggest glob of icing on it, so we're gonna try to set it just right there. Okay, I think I got the roof a little closer together this time, so that might help. Okay. The gummy bears kind of want to wedge in there and like move it a little bit. So I'm gonna try to be careful setting them down. There we go. I think that's better. Okay. This is going better. Let's put some icing on these other yellow ones. Okay. He wants to knock down the other ones, but I got it. There we go. Okay. Now that we have the roof together, kind of, we kind of sort of had to really squeeze it together with the bears. Now that we have that together, next step is to wait for 10 minutes before we decorate the outside to give the glue time to set. So I'm going to hold this together and just sit here with it and make sure it doesn't fall over, and then in 10 minutes we will come back and attempt to decorate it. If it doesn't fall over in those 10 minutes, we will find out what happens. I will be right back. Okay, it's been a little bit longer than 10 minutes. This panel here started slipping down, so I had to fix it. So I let it sit a little longer. And I put the icing back in the water so that it would be ready to decorate. So I'm gonna get these out. I wish I had a little bowl or something to put these in. These are tiny. Let me get one and show the camera. They are teeny, well, let me get it, there we go. They are teeny, 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 tiny. So, just going to set them in the bag and set the bag up, I think. Okay. Let's start on the roof. I was going to put them on the roof, I think. I may need tweezers to put these on. I don't know. We're just gonna try putting a little bit of the icing on back of these and then just setting them on the roof. So let's just get a little dot of icing there. There we go. Okay, that's not too bad. I am gonna dump these out on the table a little bit at least so that I can pick out the colors, because I was going to alternate them. There are there are blue and white little snowflakes. Okay. You can kind of see how bad my hands tremble. That's okay. Alright. There we go. I think it feels like the house is holding better now after everything has set. So that's good. Okay, let's put one here. Let's get 2 white ones out. I don't even know if I would have, I need like needle nose tweezers for this. I don't even know if I have tweezers that would be long enough. Okay, there we go. I'm also trying to be careful to not get dog hair on it, because there is dog hair all over the place. When you live with a dog that has a double coat, that kind of happens. There's not a lot you can do about it. Okay, I'm gonna set this down on the table and just squeeze it. I think it's a little easier like that. And wipe the icing onto the back of the snowflake. That seems to be a little bit easier. These are tiny, so they don't really need that much icing to hold them together. There we go. This is interesting. This has been fun. Our house is a little lopsided, yes, but that's okay. The gingerbread men that were building this house maybe weren't professional. That's alright. They just need to do some repairs. There was a train one too that looked really cute. And I might try to get that to do because it was easier than the reindeer. The reindeer one was really, really cute, but the reindeer cookies themselves, I was reading the instructions on the back at the store, were a little bit like putting together a puzzle. And that is more intermediate than my skill level is right now. Okay. There we go. If we have enough icing, we might connect them. I need to fill in that gap there with these gummy bears. So let me just shoot some icing in there. There we go. Fix that bear a little bit. Okay. Yeah. It's a little lopsided, but that's okay. We can hide that corner there by putting a bear there. So I'm going to do that. You can just put him there, and then nobody will know. There we go. Okay, let's turn this around and do the other roof side. Since we started with blue on that side, we'll start with white on this side, I think. Yeah, you can tell that our house is kind of lopsided, especially from this angle. Can you see how it's going this way? And it's pretty glued together, so it's not going to move. It's just a little lopsided. Oh well. That'll be okay. Alright. Oh, that one fell. There we go. If you can hear a noise in the background, it's just my air conditioner. It is 64 here in Missouri today in the middle of December. So it's actually quite nice out. It was in the 30s earlier this week. Kind of crazy. Got that icing on my finger. Let me dab it onto the snowflake. There we go. These are so tiny. If you have big hands, I have really, really small hands. Everyone always tells me that I have the hands of like a little kid. So if you have big hands, I would recommend that you get a set of tweezers for this part here for using these little snowflakes because they're really tiny. Even I'm having a little bit of trouble holding them. Alright, there we go. This is turning out good. They gave us a lot of these snowflakes, so I don't know what I'm going to do with them all. But we have a lot. I wanted to put them on the roof, and I might use one as a doorknob, maybe? Because we still got to ice the doors. That's going to be a little difficult, I think. It told me to wait until I got the house together to ice all of the doors and stuff, but I think it would be easier to ice them, you know, if they were laying flat on the table rather than standing up house-shaped already. I don't know. I'm just following the directions that it gave me, but it seems a little backwards to me. I can understand they probably didn't want my decorations to fall off when I was trying to get the house to stand up. But, I think it would have been easier the other way. Okay. Almost under the roof. Okay, there we go. Now both sides of the roof have been decorated. So let's attempt to do the door. And it's gonna be a little bit of an awkward angle, I think. I don't know if I should pick it up a little bit. Well, Yeah, how's this gonna work? That's interesting. Oh, it came off the base. Okay. How should we do this? I don't know. I feel like going this way, it's not gonna work very well. It's working a little bit. I feel like maybe, like I said, we should do this part laying down. But I can't really lay the house down anymore after I've got it situated, so I don't know. I feel like we're gonna smudge this with my fingers. There we go. That's better. I feel like I said, that the instructions are a little bit backwards on that. Okay, that's not so bad. Let's put a snowflake on the doorknob. There we go. Yeah, that's not so bad. I can see a crack in some of the gummy bears up here, so I'm going to fill it with icing. Might just line that whole top like that with icing. Well, we got some icing on the gummy bear, but that's okay. There we go. Let's adjust this one here. Oh, no. Okay, there we go. Alright, fixed it. Okay. Oh, and now the roof's lopsided. No. This has been a mess. I don't know if it's this kit or me. It's probably me because I don't know how to do this. There. I think maybe putting the gummy bears at the top was a mistake. I think they keep pushing the house outward a little bit. Okay, let's try to fix this piece here to be icing on top. Just like that. Okay. Now we're going to try to do it to the other side. Oh, the house is more lopsided now than it was earlier, but oh well. As long as it holds it together. Okay, there. Our super lopsided gingerbread house. Oh no. The gummy bear. Oh no. No, they're sinking in. They fell in. Okay, okay. Let's take this piece of the roof off. And there go all our gummy bears. We're gonna set it down for a second. Let me fish them out of here. These poor little gummy bears are covered in icing. Oh no, the side of the house wants to go too. Okay, fine. Here, let's just try to do some renovations here and just fix this up. Alright, I'm gonna pipe some more icing on the side of this. Okay. There's plenty of icing, I think, on the roof. Still. I think the gummy bears are just, like, expanding a little bit. And so the house doesn't want to, like, sit together. But there's, like, too big of a hole to fill with icing, I think. I don't think it's going to want to fill. Not very well, at least. Here, let's move this gummy bear. laid them down. Okay, so what if they went like this? Will that work? Maybe. Maybe we saved it. Doesn't look too bad. That looks okay. That looks fine. They're a little bit covered in icing, but so am I at this point, so that's alright. And I fixed that panel there where it was really open, so our bear can just sit at the corner again. We're just gonna set him at the corner like that. There you go. Okay. Alright, now we're gonna try the window on the front. And this is the hardest part. Trying to ice this at this angle. I feel like next time I know to decorate it first, even though the instructions say to save that. Oh no! Even though the instructions say to save that for last. Okay. Saved it. The icing job on our window doesn't look that great. Let me smudge it up with my fingers so that it gets into just the cracks, because it looks better when it's just in the cracks, I think. And I am eating all this icing also that I'm wiping off of here. So that's better. There we go. Now it's just, oh. They fell in the house. You know what? Oh, there it all goes. Okay, let's move the gummy bears again. The ones that fell in the house are now in the house. We're just gonna let them stay in there. They live in the house now. The structure of the whole house is like falling apart. We're gonna hold it for a second and see if we can fix it. Let's put this back on there. There we go. Give me a minute to come back and see if I can get this fixed. Okay, so I'm back, and it's actually been a little longer than a couple of minutes because I had to charge my camera and I made dinner. Sometime during that, the house completely fell apart. Or, well, the roof fell off. And you can see just how much icing I have all over the top of this. It is completely covered in icing, and no matter what I do, I cannot get these roof pieces to stay on. They just don't want to stay on. So I think we are going to call it quits on this house, and we are going to get a different kit and try again. This was a nice first attempt. My house is holding together good. The walls are together and everything. It's looking nice, but I just cannot get the roof to stay on at all. And it doesn't fit together perfectly. There's still that big crack in it, and I think the crack is the problem. The icing doesn't want to fill it, so I tried to use the gummy bears, and I think that only separates the roof further. But oh well. This was fun to do, and I think it'll still be fun to show the channel, our little gingerbread house fail, kind of. I'm definitely going to get a different kit and try again because I'm determined to successfully make one. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed watching me absolutely destroy my desk with icing.